how? I can't believe it's 2016 already. I mean, a year ago, I was ready to see the new Avengers movie, the new Star Wars movie. I've seen both those movies now. It's 2016 already. Gosh, time flies, doesn't it? So, anyways, now I think I should give you my top 5 favorite movies of 2015. So, but before I get into this top 5 list, I just want to point out some movies that weren't on this list, but I feel like they should be mentioned. Yeah, honorable mentions. So, Terminator Genesis, and not a lot of people liked this movie, but I had fun with it. I mean, it stayed a bit true to the Terminator formula. I think it's the best Terminator sequel since Judgment Day. I mean, the other two movies weren't that good. Another honorable mention, I want to say, Ant-Man. I mean, I never thought I would see a standalone Ant-Man movie in my life. I never thought I would see Ant-Man because he's a character not a lot of people know, but he was a character I grew up with. So that's amazing. Marvel did a really great thing right there. What's another to mention? Furious 7. That's a great way to send off Paul Walker's career. The way they ended the movie to dedicate Paul Walker was beautiful. It was just so great to look at. And now I'm going to get into the list. Let's begin. Okay, so number 5 on the list, Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. So with 5 movies in this franchise, you'd expect the Mission Impossible movies to be rushed at this point in life. I mean, I thought that's what Rogue Nation was going to be. I was scared. I mean, I was able to watch all the other Mission Impossible movies before I went and saw this one because I had the urge to see it, but it was actually a kick-ass movie. In fact, it was probably it's my favorite in the Mission Impossible series. It was very well done. I mean, Tom Cruise is doing wicked-ass shit throughout the whole film. You got Simon Pegg, Jeremy Renner, and Alec Baldwin being awesome in the movie, giving great performances. And you've got the same Mission Impossible formula the other 4 movies had. Number 4, Kingsman: The Secret Service. I'm not sure if people remember this movie because it came out in February. I mean, how many good movies come out in February? Really? But, so, after watching Kick-Ass, I always wondered what the director of Kick-Ass would do if he took another property of a obscure comic book series and tried and made that into a movie. But apparently he did. It was the Kingsman comic book series. I didn't read the comic books. In fact, I didn't even know it was based on a comic book until after I saw the film. And it was oh my God. I mean, the action was just really kick-ass, and Colin Firth killing all those people in the church. Oh shit, spoilers! But hey, it was still a wicked movie, and it's another British spy movie that's not James Bond, thank goodness. And and I hear they're doing a sequel. That's good. I'd really like to see it. Number 3, Inside Out. Wow, this movie was genius. Some of you may already know what I think of the movie because I posted a review for this movie on the magazine. But, I mean, Pixar has done it again. After Toy Story 3, I felt like Pixar was going downhill with their movies. Cars 2, Brave, Monsters University, they just felt like bland movies. But Inside Out was a really original idea. I related to this movie in tons of ways. I felt what Riley was feeling because I could feel these every now and then. Everybody could. So this movie is basically for everybody. I mean, everybody could relate to this movie in ways. Number 2, now this movie is pretty much number 1 on everyone else's list, but there's just one movie that I don't feel would be acceptable if I put that at number 1 over the other one. And the movie is Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens, or Star Wars The Force Awakens simply. I mean, I can't believe that they came back in an epic way with the Star Wars trilogy. After the prequels, we needed something to revive the Star Wars trilogy, and it's this. And I know some people may consider it a remake to the original one from New Hope, but it was similar, but it still gave us that good old Star Wars feel. And my number one favorite movie of 2015. Okay, now this movie may seem a bit controversial. A lot of people may not agree with me on this one, but my favorite movie of 2015 was Avengers: Age of Ultron. You may see that poster right behind me there. Now, I understand that a lot of people don't agree with me on this. Maybe they didn't like it as much as the first one. I get that. Maybe they wanted it to be more darker. Maybe they didn't like how Ultron kept spouting cheesy one-liners. But am I putting this movie number one because I'm a Marvel fanboy? Maybe I am, but there were other reasons for why I liked the movie, because we get more backstory with the characters between Black Widow and even Hawkeye, and it sets up for other Marvel movies that I am excited to see: Thor Ragnarok, Captain America Civil War, or Infinity War. And they introduced the Vision in this movie. Whoever thought the Vision would ever be put in a movie? What comic book fan would ever think that the Vision in a movie would work? Yeah, I definitely didn't, but they did put the Vision in there, and he was handled very well done. It was a very good way to put him in there, and I even liked how at the end they stayed a bit true to the comics by introducing a new team of Avengers, and I thought that was a pretty cool thing right there that they did. Now, I'm quite disappointed Joss Whedon won't be returning to the director's chair for Infinity War, but I just hope Infinity War can top Age of Ultron. So anyways, those were my top 5 favorite movies of 2015. Put in the comments below what your favorite movies of 2015 were, and I'll catch you next time.